Hello, welcome to this Easy HOA accounting training video. In this video, we will be going over how the accounting software interacts with the main Easy HOA software and how we can reconcile the bank deposits with the Easy HOA software. First, I've pulled up a couple different screens. This first one is the transaction screen in the accounting software. You can get there by going to accounting and clicking on transactions, and it'll pull up any transactions that you haven't yet categorized. Here, you'll see that these are all money in or deposits into the bank account, and they all look like weird amounts. Normally, HOAs don't assess $605.19 or anything that looks like that as an HOA assessment or HOA due. And so that deposit that actually hits the bank account is the gross amount of the HOA minus the merchant processing fees. And to get a breakdown of that, we have to go into the Easy HOA software to see what amount both of those are. And so this other tab, Reports tab here in the Easy HOA software, and there's a report in here called Bank Account Deposits. And on this listing, I can find the 605.19 deposit. On this side, this is the Easy HOA holds the money and then it sends it to the HOA's bank account. So this deposit happened on 11/10 for 605.19. So I can click into that and it'll show me the breakdown there. This deposit's November 13th, and that's because it takes a few days for the money to actually hit the bank account. So I can click into here, and then I can split this transaction because I know I'm gonna need to split it. And the first account that I'll be hitting is the HOA dues and assessment income, and I need to know what amount for. And so I come here. This says $624.99. It's from 5 of our homeowners, and this first one was rounded by a penny because of the way the programming works. Sometimes this first transaction on here is off by a penny, and sometimes the processing fees are also off by a penny. We don't assess HOA dues of $99.99. It's $100. So I know that HOA dues is $625, and so I'd put $625 here to get the HOA dues and assessments. And I've got 1981 difference. And if I click into here, this says 1980. Again, we rounded by a penny. So I do 1981. And this is the payment processing fees. And so that'll be the breakdown. Oh, I got to flip the sign there. And that gets my transaction balance. So that's what makes up the 605.19, which we can learn from here. If I wanted to, if I'm an HOA that has multiple income accounts like past due assessments, special assessments, normal dues, you name it, I can click into each of these transactions. This one from this homeowner, $75. It would show me here on this line item detail, when you prepare the invoice in the Easy HOA software, what the $75 consists of. This one consists of a previous balance. So some HOAs might keep track of that separately and call that past due balances. For this one, they just categorize everything to the HOA dues and assessments income category in the accounting software. And you can do that for each of these payments on there to see what the breakdown is. If you wanted to, you could also go into reports and run a revenue report, and this will show, you can pick whatever dates that you want. If I started in November 1st to, let's just do November 1st to November 30th, do a search, and then I could find all the revenue transactions, tie them to a bank account deposit transaction in the bank account deposits report, which is this report, and then tie that to the bank deposits that are actually hitting the bank account in the accounting software. So now I can review and save that transaction, and now I've categorized one more of my revenue transactions, and they all kind of interact with the Easy HOA report. And that's how you use the reports in the Easy HOA software to tie out things in the to the bank account deposits. You can also see a breakdown of the fees charged on the transactions that make the deposit of $625 go down to $605.19 because of the merchant processing fees. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us here at Easy HOA, and we're happy to answer your questions. Thank you.